y'all? White Hollywood here. We got Rich Larsen right in front of us, as you know, the best trainer in the game. We're having a 2-day clinic out here at Twin Hills, and yeah. Oh yeah. I think he's trying to see if he can clear this. Oh shit! Yeah, boy! Woo! Yeah! Nasty! That I knew that. I was telling the video. I said, "Hey, he's setting up. He's gonna clear this. Watch." I knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I was
getting a feel for it.
I mean, I've rode this bike for 35 seconds. So I honestly shouldn't do that. Go jump some double.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of a step up. It was a little bit of a mind, like,
yeah.
I would have done it earlier there, but
and it's gotten. It was
out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. So I feel like this is the perfect, because you know your drill where you're like, you know, this is a good hill for this.
The other piece too is, like, as the day goes on for the more advanced guys, practicing this.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And also, I mean, dude, this is like so perfect.
And we have this whole side right here. I mean, I think we can get
100%.
15 even just right
Probably right
here.
I mean,
yeah, maybe a couple if we need to spread.
This is so perfect.
Yeah. So I figured this was the perfect hill if you want to do a little bit of training on this part.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. You know, one of the things that people always want to know is the switchback stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And practicing being on a side hill and just feeling that, you know, getting used to almost trying to hold your front end into the air as long as you can, and naturally letting the bike turn. Like, I'm not pulling it left to right.
Yeah.
It's turning because that's the way it naturally goes.
Yeah.
So once you learn how to get your bike to naturally turn like that, timing that jump with it. And yeah, I mean, that's an advanced drill, but as we move forward, you know, to slow the front tire from dropping for as long as you can.
Okay.
Or just hold it, right? So straight on the hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Slowly, yeah.
Bring it up and just try to make it go down as slow as you can.
That's new to me. Something that's new.
See that?
I need to yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And almost trying to not let the bike go away. Like, right here's a really good spot. The steeper it is, the easier it's gonna be for you.
Yeah.
Go in.
That one sound.
Finding the note.
Yeah.
Same as holding it in one place on the hill, but finding the note as you're dropping. And then the goal would be to get it to just there.
Almost like a wheelie. Are you finding that, like if you were to do a wheelie, that safe spot?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Where it'll just stay.
Yeah.
And then being able to maybe adjust a little, like down.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, really, rolling back and forth without putting your front end in.
That's good, yeah.
And what you'll find is this slip is exactly the same slip that I use on a switchback.
Yeah.
So you can hear the vibe.
Yep.
Right? We're trying to get it down into that same bottom where it slows the front end drop. And then naturally what happens, your bike will turn up the hill by itself.
Okay.
Because that's the way that the bike wants to go. Naturally, that's why when you're side hilling, your rear tire wants to drop.
Okay, yeah.
It naturally wants to drop and go straight. It wants perfect straight up and down contact on the hill.
Yeah.
So you're literally just kind of letting it do that. You're not even really leaning or anything. You're just letting that happen, and then you're maintaining that wheelie with the proper seat.
Okay.
But this is a perfect place to practice that.
Sweet. I thought it would be.
Another good one on this hill too. Would be like slow. I mean, this is more advanced, right?
Yeah.
Slow downhill. Rear tire hop. Slow downhill.
Oh, yeah.
Hop to both directions. Slow downhill.
It's like a trials.
Big time.
Straight trot, yeah.
Rear tire hop. Just getting comfortable.
Damn, yeah.
That stuff.
Yes.
It's good for you. Stoppy?
Stoppy. Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this would be
Like without these bumps, like over there would be perfect. You know, a little, even just going lower, where it's a little less risky.
Yeah.
And just practicing getting the rear. Thing that you're doing is gonna make all the difference.
Okay.
You're leaving your weight in the middle.
Okay.
And then you're just bringing your body forward.
Okay.
To try to get the rear in. You need to incorporate a little bit of suspension, compression, and rebound.
Okay.
If you incorporate that, you incorporate a little bit of suspension, compression, and rebound, you're gonna be able to use half the amount of brake.
Okay.
So that's why when you do it, you almost feel like your front tire is almost locking up and sliding.
Okay.
Because your weight is already forward. It's like, I remember, this is kind of a weird example, but I watched Mythbusters and they did the video on if you stick a thing in the spoke, will you go over the bars? And they said it won't, because the front tire locks up immediately and it just kind of slides.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to do is be gentle to initiate the rear brake. So the secret here is, I would aim, like, let's say you want to do it in the safer place, because obviously up here it is a little bit more scary. So the safest place to me would be like, I would initiate the stoppie on that, not that one.
Okay.
That last little hump.
Okay.
When my rear tire hits that. And watch how I'm going to use suspension and rebound.
Are you using a little bit of back brake to, are you just compressing?
It's just this.
Just compress.
Yeah.
Okay.
So slow. My hips are back. And you're like more here.
Okay.
Back. Nice and slow. That's what you're looking for.
Gotcha.
Mellow, mellow, mellow.
Mellow. Okay.
The timing was a little too early.
Okay.
So you want your rear to, like, do you see that last little dip? You want your rear to go into that dip and then literally help you get the rear into it, right? So it's like using something to assist you. So watch, my rear tire is going to go into the dip and then it's going to pop out.
Okay.
take off anyway.
Yeah.
Great timing, the right amount. The other thing you can focus on is making sure that you keep your feet in nice and tight to the bike, and let the bike come into your butt instead of bringing your knees forward. Try and keep your knees back just a little bit.
Is your ass touching the seat, or are
I start above, compress, rebound, and then I move my body forward, then the back end comes into my butt.
Gotcha.
And holds.
Okay.
So that may be a good one.
Yeah.
This is a perfect hill to do it. Practice.
I love practice.
If I had this hill, I would just sit and do it until I could do the whole entire thing. Like, I need to sit and work on it.
Yeah. You know, after I did the class with you, people were getting mad at me. They're like, dude, why are you just in the parking lot all day? And I was like, because I'm trying to learn to ride.
Yeah.
And they're like, come on, man, let's ride trail, let's try it. And they're like, why don't you ride with us anymore? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to, all these basic fundamental things, Rich told me if I can do it here, I have to master it here before I come out here.
Exactly, man.
I can go ride that with y'all, but I might not do it. I could be a better rider by practicing all this here and then coming out and trying to more perfect it out here.
You will always sink to the level of your training.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So that's why in the military, they don't put you right into battle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They make it so, you know, an interesting thing is, why do they make military guys spin the rifles? You know, do the
oh yeah,
that stuff.
Yeah.
So they never drop their gun.
Yeah. Yep.
It makes it so you're practicing control, right? And there's a million different examples of that. It's like, you first learn how to do it in a controlled situation. So when it matters, you don't fall to the level you're trying to, you rise to the level you're trying.
Yeah.
And I believe in it. How do you think I learned how to do that downhill stoppie from right to left? Like, I didn't just get on a hill and do it. Yeah. Like, I did 1,000 stoppies on flat ground.
Yeah.
Trials bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, literally, I couldn't do a stoppie. To save my life, I couldn't do it. I could go to the left, and now arguably I'm better
at the other side
to kicking it out to the left, going to the right.
Damn.
Same with front end. It's like, at one point I could only pop to the left.
Oh yeah.
You need to be able to do it both ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, the way you get good at it, right there.
Right there.
You don't need more than 10 feet.
I know.
Right here, you can step off this rock. And then like staying out of the rut.
Yes.
In my opinion, is always better. A lot of guys that want to drop their rear into there and chug up that, whereas I'm like, I would rather up each piece and only go into the rut if I absolutely have to. And I think just like kind of demoing this stuff.
Yeah.
And even here, like, let's say you can't make it up that, you can get to here. Pivot this way. Go on this like, as an example, like, this right here is the rut, and you know, that's a fine rut if you've got momentum, but like, if you screw that up and you happen to get stuck right there, if it's wet, rains, suddenly it's wet.
Yeah.
Now it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You can use, instead of starting here as a disadvantage, even let's say you get stuck there. In that case, if I'm stuck here and I'm trying to go up and I can't get up it, oh man, that rock really is loose.
Yeah.
My thought was even going on top of this. Teaching people how to use. Well, it's not necessarily that they're going to drill it, but it's like just the fact that that's there. You can use that to give you a little bit of momentum.
You use it as traction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And like a little bit of like downhill leveling me out instead of being my rear tire being a full foot lower.
Okay.
A little bit of height puts, you know, with the rear, puts me at less of a disadvantage. The higher the front tire is, the harder I have to work.
Yeah, yeah. Something I learned from you too was, like when you get up to an obstacle, instead of having your front tire so high up on something, getting it here so I can get the traction off the tire. Yeah.
And you know, it's also like running the bike deep. Like this is a good place to practice that. Instead of trying to turn early, like that.
Yeah.
Running into that inside rock, which a lot of people would do.
Yep.
They would keep their front tires kind of in the trail, right? And they'd run into that rock. Instead, running your bike like this, learning how to get it up and over, and that can all be accomplished on that side hill. You can practice this exact drill.
Yeah.
But it's an example of like, hey, how do you run your bike deep? So now you're in the trail, you're not fighting to get up on top of it.
I love that technique.
Yeah, it's
running the bike deep.
Yeah.
It's helped me so much.
Yeah, aim with your rear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working so hard out here and making such a cool place.